रणनदी कैवर्तक केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पतैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। अतः षोडशोऽध्यायः। श्री भगवानुवाच। Here at this point, Bhagavan speaks to us. There are certain subject matters which we can know by operation of our sense organs. It's called pratyaksha jnanam. We can know certain things by operation of inferential assumptions and things like that. That's called paroksha jnanam, indirect knowledge. Pratyaksha and paroksha jnanam are valid for knowing everything in this srishti. There is only one thing which you cannot know by these two pramanas. They are called pramana, means of knowledge. There is only one thing you cannot know. That is, who am I? Is my name me? What's your name? Yeah. Suppose somebody asks you, who are you? What's your reply? Huh? I am so and so. That's your name. Who are you? Yeah, well, a spouse of so and so. That's a relationship. Who are you? Father or mother of so and so. Again, a relationship. Who are you? I am an Indian. Relationship with a geographical location. I am a Tamilian. Relationship with another geographical location, language included. I am a male. Purely biological phenomena. Once the physical body is gone, there is no male, there is no female. I have ashes. You don't put what do you call? Imagine there is a seating, ladies seat, gents seat. You don't place the ashes in ladies seat and gents seat, do you? Who are you? Okay. This question can be answered only by a different means of knowledge. The different means of knowledge is called Shastra Pramana. Shastra Pramana, Shabda Pramana, available to you in the form of words. So it is in the Shastra. What is the Shastra? Vedic scriptures are the Shastras. It is there in the Shastras. And you can't read and finalize because there are a lot of contextual meanings and nuances. So many words. See, for instance, the word dharma has been wrongly translated all along as something to do with religion. Dharma has nothing to do with religion. Dharma is the way one conducts himself. A human being conducts himself. Human being is same across the world. You cannot have dharma nirapekshata. I can't have a different set of duties. You can't have a different set of duties. All duties should form under a certain order. You can have mat. Okay, you can't have dharma. Dharma is badly translated. Dharma means dharayati the iti dharma. The way you conduct yourself, the way it says you are a human being. What is the dharma of fire? To be hot. You can never imagine a cold fire, can you? What is the dharma of water? Sapidity. That is the dharma of water. The moment it becomes ice, you no longer refer to it as water. You refer to it as ice. So each has that which defines what it is dharma. What's your dharma? Aham Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. I am in the form of existence. I am in the form of aliveness. Satyam, Jnanam, not Jnanam here is knowledge. I am in the form of total knowledge. I am in the form of total existence. And Anantam, I am limitless. This is you, this is your dharma. I'm not able to understand. Yeah, I'm not able to understand. Doesn't make sense to me. Good. You can't figure it out. Therefore, there is a Vedic scripture which says, I will reveal yourself to you. And that revelation can happen by a person who knows how to operate this means of knowledge, how to use the words, how to use the correct drishtanta and reveal yourself to you. And that person is called Guru. Bukaro andakarasya, rukaro tan nivartakatvat. The ignorance about me, myself, is Gukara. And tan nivartakatvat, one who gives nivaranam for that is a Guru. Shastra Pramana, as unfolded by a Guru, is the only way you can know about yourself. And how do you know about yourself? 3 steps. No variation at all. There is no speculation here. For you one, for me one. Pajama philosophy will not work here. तो आपको जो ठीक समझे करो वो काम नहीं करेगा. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam. It is taught to you, Shravana, you hear. Manana, you reflect on what you heard. And then ask for clarification. Based on the clarification, you do further mananam and own up this knowledge. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam. This is the it is. And for these things to happen, you need chitta shuddhi. The instrument, the antakarana, which receives all the knowledge, should be free from conflicts. What are the conflicts? They treated me bad, that treated me bad, I had trauma, I have that trauma. Because of your trauma, some people are making millions, I had a trauma. When I was a child, I fell down and broke my arm. Okay? Doctor said you may have to amputate it. Now it becomes so strong. That trauma is still there with me. Or what would have happened if they had amputated? Hey, nothing happened. It's so strong, I can crack a coconut in my hand like this. So strong. But I had trauma. बचपन में ऐसा हो गया था. Doctor said operation. I live on that sympathy. So trauma treatment, this treatment, that treatment. You need chitta shuddhi, conflict free buddhi. It is called inner leisure. How does it come? I'll repeat it all the time because if this is clear, everything is clear. Okay, they say, it's like playing the first few, the first game in tennis. You are the person handling the service. If your first game is well played, you have played it properly. Your first shot should not be a fault. It should be a clean ace. You score a point from the first serve. Okay, you may love all, but you have to score a point. So keeping that in mind, how to keep your buddhi conflict free? You must use your viveka shakti. You have a sense, you have a sense, even without others telling you, you have a sense about what is right, what is wrong, what is good for you. Even a cockroach knows it, what's good for it. You release a cockroach, it will run to the corner. It won't run in the center and gambol. It will run to a corner. Even when a cockroach knows what's good for you, even an organism knows what's good, it's good. A mosquito knows. See, I'm having a glass of water, I try to drink. The mosquito will never come anywhere near me till I touch the bottle. The moment I touch it, it will come and sit here. It knows very well I will not hit it. If I hit it, I will have my computer drenched in water. Even a mosquito knows what's good for itself. Don't you know? Viveka Shakti. Shastras add. They say you must have more Viveka here. You should have more Viveka. When it comes to using money, you have to have more Viveka. On Thursday, I'm doing a session. Viveka towards wealth. Okay, for emotional well-being. Viveka towards wealth. Vairagya. Viveka Vairagya. Then thinking process point proper. Shama. Use of sense organs effectively. Dama. Shama Dama. And certain resolution about my present position. Uparama. Then I'm going to, you want to spend an hour with me now. Shraddha. Perhaps this fellow will talk. Some people have me with 231 sessions. There are 231 recorded sessions. Somebody has, I was prepared to spend 231. Somebody is prepared to spend even more. Shraddha. Okay. Titiksha, to pair with, even as you're teaching something, there can be a mosquito bite, there can be a power failure. Bearing all this. In small pinpricks in life to handle it easily. Titiksha, samadhanam, chitta ekagrata. You need all this. And for cultivating all this, you need karma yoga. What is karma yoga? Ishvara arpana buddhi. Do it as a service to Ishvara. And whatever results come, Ishvara prasada buddhi. Then upasana. Upasana is I relate to Ishvara as the Almighty. The total knowledge. The total. I relate to Ishvara as the total. All powerful, almighty, all magnanimity. The absolute that I can think of. So that, a simple thing. Seafarers, now they have various sophisticated equipment. Seafarers in those days did not have anything except a small handheld compass. They had one more compass. That was the North Star. It was called a Dhruva Nakshatra. Dhruva means one which is stable, which does not move. Dhruva. He looked at the North Star. For life he will never be able to reach there, but it always showed him the way. It says, okay, this is north, so I am headed this way. This is north, I am headed this way. So one has to have stability, a dhruva which you can hold on to so that you can tackle the vicissitudes of life. This is the preparatory sadhana for you to understand what? Aham Brahmasmi. And Arjun asked this question. Arjuna was told in chapter 2 that why Tvattvamasi, tum to bhai paunche hue logo, what are you worried about small things? This is how do I know it? And Krishna explained all this to him. And in this particular chapter, Shodasha Adhyaya, he is explaining what are the qualities of a person with a refined, evolved buddhi. You are evolved, you are refined, you are matured. You are human at heart. You're not that rigid kind of person. You are a human at heart. You are willing to do anything for the person you love. Okay, so this shows you are a human being. And that human being has to evolve. What are the qualities that help you evolve? They were called Daivi Sampatti. What were they? Abhayam, fearlessness. Sattva Samshuddhi. Okay, all these qualities were highlighted. Then on the other side of the coin, aggressiveness, boastfulness, vanity. I will win whatever be the cost. I will claim credit even if I have done nothing. You can't argue with me. Arrogance. These were called Asuri Sampatti. Asuri Sampatti keeps you stuck. And you go round and you are in a rat race. And even if you win, you don't become a cat. You continue as a rat. Maybe a well-fed rat waiting for a bigger trap. You continue with the rat race. And then you get so used to continuing the rat race that in the rat race you become a decorated guy, you become an honored guy to say, and you pay for some of these certificates and honors and things like that. Stuck in the rat race. And then when the time comes, you will say, is this all what it is? There was a multi-millionaire, which we are all using these days, an instrument named after a fruit. He was the one who designed the whole thing. So one day he had a stroke. He fainted while working. And then when he woke up, all kinds of gleaming lights were around him. He said, did I make all these millions and I've got no control over a few seconds of my life? I had a stroke. That realization comes late, much later. If it comes earlier, it's good. But if it comes much later, even then it's not too late. You can always start Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. And so you're stuck in a race. What happens if you're stuck in that race? That was explained to us till verse number 22. Okay. Okay, it's an Etair Vimuktaha Kaunteya Tamo Dwarai Stridir yeah. Umaidvarehi Tribhir Naraha Acharayat Acharayat Manaha Shreya Tato Yanti Pada. We did 21. In 21 he said Trividam Naraket Naraka Yasyedam Dwaram Nashanat Manaha. You are emotionally finished, bankrupt emotionally. See, when somebody says Nasha, iska na Vinash ho gaya, Vinash doesn't mean you're begging on the streets all the time. When in your rags, you may be clothed and you may be traveling by one Mercedes every 1 kilometer. At the end of 1 kilometer, you buy a different Mercedes and drive. That could be your standard of living. But what said your standard of life? Emotionally bankrupt, ethically bankrupt, morally bankrupt. क्या जिंदगी है? You can't look at even your own face in the mirror. Okay, so if you are in this Trividam means somehow, the three type of narakas. What were the three naraka he had mentioned? So Asurim Yoni and this Kama, Krodha, Lobha, they are the three gateways to Naraka. Naraka means hell, but hell quite simply is not a place to go and live. You are perfectly in hell, living in comfort. All the time inner conflicts bothering you. That was my wrong decision. This I should not have trusted up this person. I seated this person on a pedestal, and the first thing he did was to kick me on my face. This is a dialogue most of the people, not even being honest with themselves. So, and this three, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, take you to a life, take you to a company in which you become emotionally, morally, ethically bankrupt. No values, nothing. All make believe, even values are make believe. Everything is make believe. There's one platform, you go there, you will see everything is make believe. And what are these three? Kama, Krodha, Tata, Lobha, Tasmat, Etat, Trayam, Trajet. It's not easily to give up. He says, you can do it, do it. Give them up. Okay. So then comes verse number 22. He says, E Kaunteya, E Arjun, Vimuktaha, once you are free from these three, Etai Tribihi, from these three fangs which have held. They have taken part of three parts, claws sunk into your head. Etai Tribihi, Tamodhvaraihi, they always point the head because this is where the thinking happens. This is a command module. Hey, I've got, somebody found a few, I saw it in one of those platforms. There was a lady who went into a ATM to withdraw money. She found her account has a credit of 9 crore. She said, my God, 9 crores, I've never knew. I don't even know how many zeros are there. She went straight to the bank and said, this money is not mine. My total balance today is 917 rupees. Baki aap nikal lo. Please take it back. Okay. Now what is the fang there? It is his mistake. Why should I give? Let me take out the money and keep it with me. As you are willing to do this, some part says, no, it is not fair. Everybody does it. There was a movie, no? भाई आप साइन करते हो कि नहीं है उससे साइन लेके आओ जिसमें मेरे हाथ में लिखा तेरा बाबा बाबा चोर है ना रिमेंबर दोस डायलॉग्स catch the first criminal then I will surrender. It doesn't happen. You have to take, let that fellow change his ways, then I will change my ways. There's no question of change. It doesn't happen like that. Kaunteya etai tribuhi Tamo dvaraihi vimuktaha, one who is able to free himself. He puts the onus and the strength on you. Why this onus on you? Because you have Viveka Shakti. Bhagwan has given you Viveka Shakti. Bhagwan has given you Vairagya Shakti. You can choose to be different. You can choose to transform. Valmiki, Anguli Mal, so many people, they decided to change. They said, I will change. Many you have seen in our lives, people who have changed. Samo Varaihi Naraha Acharati, and this man pursues Shreya Atmanaha, from the Asuri Sampatti. You choose deliberate choice to lead a life that will help you evolve, that will help you rise, that will help you grow in your own eyes, that helps you evolve, that helps you refine yourself. Shreya Atmanaha Tataha Yati, this person attains Param Gatim, he will definitely get his goal. So, beautiful thing. If you are in a Asura type of life, I will never use the word you because you're all exalted beings. I am exalted. You are all good character people. You are all Uttama Adhikaris. Regularly coming on Monday evening to the session and coming on morning meditation, and you are all Uttama Adhikari. That means you are already evolved. There's a little more, just a little more, and Dwaraka is going to open for you. Little more for one more chapter, two more chapters, 17, 18. At the end of 18th chapter, you will say, Sir, when do I? You will tell me, I want to start my Bhagavad Gita class. That's not my assurance. That is Gita's, Krishna's assurance. Okay? So he says, when it comes to Asura qualities, you are drawn, you are sucked in by three currents, three currents. The currents are Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Individually, they are powerful. Together, my God, it is what an unholy alliance you know only when you go to the parliament. Three together becomes a very powerful alliance, and this sucks you inside. Not only sucks you inside, it also covers your vairagya viveka with a dund means mist, fog, mist. Nothing is clear to you. You are helplessly drawn. But if you do the sankalpa that I will clear my head, I will develop viveka vairagya, and I will pursue what is good for me. Shreya Atmanaha Naraha Acharati. One whose acharan develops like this, Tataha Yati, he will certainly reach Param Gatim. What is the Param Gatim here? Chitta Shuddhi. Value for Atma Jnana. Admiration for Ishvara. Admiration for the Guru. Frankly, see, this person said, there's a Kabir Das ke dohe, please read it again and again and again. ये तन विष की बेलरी गुरु अमृत की खान, ये तन विष की बेलरी गुरु अमृत की खान, शीश दिया जो गुरु मिले तो भी सस्ता जान कबीरा, तो भी सस्ता जान. Okay, this toxic thing is the asura sampatti that one has collected over janma janma janma. Guru Amrit ki Khan, just reach out to the Guru. Just reach out to the Guru. And for reaching out, if you have to even give your head, okay, Sheesh diya jo Guru mile, to bhi sasta jaan. What is the Shisha he wants? Shisha means not love. Sheesh, what is the Sheesh he wants? He wants your arrogance down, Ahankara down. And looking down, no, don't look down, look up. Look up. शीश दिया जो गुरु मिले to be sasta jan. So even that is a good deal. What a bargain it is. Learn to lift yourself. Remember in one of the earlier chapters we read, Atmasya Atmana Bandhuhu. You are your own friend. Atmasya Atmana Bandhuhu. Atmasya Ripuratmanaha. You are your own enemy. Lift yourself by yourself. Cultivate humility. How to? Not fake humility. Ishwar, this is fake. It's like a crocodile smiling. One bite, leg gone. I want crocodile smiles. What is humility? Telling yourself. It's good. Hey, what a great person you are. No, no, I am not that great. That means you're insulting my judgment. You did a wonderful performance. Yes, sir. Kya hai, sir? This is insulting the other person. Tell yourself, Ishvara, I am grateful to you that this accolade comes to me. That is humility. And what is inner strength? Some trouble. Ishvara, times are not so good. Just give me the inner, the titiksha to ride over this challenge. What if I have scored 2 ducks? Third match, perhaps I'll score more. So these two qualities, so, humility, we have heard about it. Amanitvam madam vitvam ahimsa shantirarjavam, chapter 13. Acharyopasanam shaucham स्थैर्यम् आत्मविनिग्रहः indriyartheshu vairagyam. We did studied all this in chapter 13. Just recall those chapters. Cultivate, वो कहते हैं ना, for an arrow to go far, what do you have to do? The bow has to bend. झुक कर छोड़ो कमान, वो it'll reach. झुक कर छोड़ो, bend and release your arrow. तीर को कमान की ओर. Look at that, bend, humility. And what is a bend? Not that false thing, not crocodile smile. Genuinely feeling grateful for the abundance in your life. Okay. So if you are able to change your achar, achar dal ke nahi, okay? Change your acharan. If you are able to change your acharan, you are certain to reach immortality. Immortality, param gatim, at this point of time, at this stage, understand it as evolved, refined, mature attitude, thinking, action. Okay, 22. We have just got 2 more verses to go. 23. यः शास्त्रविधिमुत्सृज्य वर्तते कामकारतः न स सिद्धिमवाप्नोति न सुखं न परां गतिम्. Once more. यः शास्त्रविधिम् उत्सृज्य वर्तते कामकारतः न स सिद्धिमवाप्नोति न सुखं न परां गतिम्. So chapter 22, 23. Sorry, verse 22, verse 23. What does it say in verse 22? Verse 23. Yaha, one. Shastra vidhim utsrijya. One who does not follow what is proper. What is written in what is proper? Where is it written? Dharma Shastra. There are so many Dharma Shastras. It says how you should conduct oneself. If you choose deliberately to ignore that, yaha Shastra vidhim utsrijya saha yeha vartate, and lives a life. What is a bohemian kind of life? If you live like that, kama karataha, act driven by your impulses and urges, saha, what happens to him? Saha yaha, one who has. Saha, what happens to him? Na siddhim avapnoti. He does not attain proper goals in life. इधर उधर भटकते रहेगा. भटकना उसकी जिंदगी में तकदीर में लिखा, भटको इधर से उधर, उधर से इधर, भटकना. Na siddhim na siddhim avapnoti. He doesn't get his goals. Na sukham avapnoti. You have no satisfaction in life. This happiness comes. As you get this happiness, something else will come. This will pick up. And then both of them will not good. You will drown yourself in some kind of intoxicant so that you forget. Na sukham apnoti na param gatim apnoti. Apnoti should be put after every word. Okay. Na siddhim apnoti na sukham apnoti na param gatim apnoti. You will never get anywhere in life. Maybe you will have a bigger house, bigger car, proper dress, but you may not even know how to wear it properly. Have you seen? The movies give you a lot of such examples. No. Okay. This is verse number 23 from chapter 16. Okay. So, yaha yashastra vidimutsrijya vartate kamakaratah na sa siddhimavapnoti. They say na sa, but it is na saha. So here deliberately Vedic license is given to this that. Na sa siddhimavapnoti na sukham na param gatim. There are people who study Shastra who will write a whole book on why sa has been used here and not saha. What a waste of time of your buddhi. The meter is wrong. It should be said like this. This word should be used here. And you stop enjoying life doing nitpicking. And they are there, they're legion. All over the world such people are. The way they look at you, you're taking a class of a person. This person, very senior person, when I was hardly in my, I was in mid-40s, this person, what senior person, scholarly person. The moment I look at him, I know either chada hua. His entire body has gone into his. You look at him, nose up. How does he know so much? Where has he learned? You don't reach anywhere in life. Or just because of what Visarga is mitching, you become a big chap. You become a scholar. Now let's go to last verse of this chapter, 24. Tasmat shastram pramanam te. Tasmat shastram pramanam te. Karya vyavastitau. Karya vyavastitau. Nyatva shastra vidhanoktam. Nyatva shastra vidhanoktam. Karma kartum iharhasi. Once more. Tasmat shastram pramanam te. Karya vyavastitau. Nyatva shastra vidhanoktam. Karma kartum iharhasi. Once you learn a few and a little bit of sandhi and how to learn it correctly, split it, you will be able to understand, it will reveal itself to you. The meaning, the Shastra speaks to you. It will reveal. You need focus. Shraddha and focus. See? Tasmate. Understand? Therefore, Shastram Pramanam. I take Shastra as a source of knowledge. Te, for you, for me, he says to me, Karya Akarya Vyavastitau. Shastra is the Pramanam for me to look at what is proper and what is not proper. Develops my Viveka Shakti. So, Tasmat, Shastra Pramanam te Karya Akarya Vyavastitau. Nyatva, having known what is proper and what is not proper, Shastra Vidhana Uktam, as aligned, as indicated by the Shastras. Arhasi, you should. Kartum Karma Iha. You can't have better clarification. This is not a commandment. This is not an injunction. It is a revelation. A revelation for you to lead a life free from conflicts. You want to lead a life free from conflicts? Let there be one man who says, I don't want. Even a mosquito wants to lead a life free from conflicts. The mosquito says, mosquito, positive mosquito, baby mosquito, comes back to the mother and says, mother asks, how was your first flight? Says, what to say, mama? Everybody was applauding me. Hey, what? Kya baat? Everybody was very good, but he is applauding me. That's unique. So, life free from conflicts, life free from dukkha, life free from regrets, resentments, guilt, anxiety, biggest enemies in life. List out your enemies. Outside, no enemies are there. There are only many enemies inside. Regret, resentment, guilt, hurt. What else? Feeling like everybody is against me. Nobody likes me. This is another thing. As you grow older, whatever you had in your teenage, you will have in your old age also. What you had before 18, you will have at 81. At 18, what was your thought? Nobody likes me. At 81, what's your thought? Nobody likes me. What kind of life is this? So Krishna says here, Tasmat Shastra Pramanam Te, Tasmat for you, if you align yourself to Shastra as a source of knowledge and follow the guidelines given there for what to do and what not to do, how to react, how not to react. They say, we used to teach, I was a public speaking teacher. The word public speaking itself is wrong. Like poor feeding. Your feeding is not poor. You feed the poor. In the same way, it's not public speaking. It is speaking in public. So I used to be a teacher of that for quite some time. So I used to tell people what to say, how to say. That's the part. I said, more importantly, how much to say. That's very important. So what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say, how to do, how not to do. Karya, akarya vyavastha. There's a vyavastha. There is a structure which says how you should. These days, a small thing. I bought a mosquito swatter. That comes with a 2-page manual. A mosquito swatter comes with a manual. This system, what kind of manual it should come along with? That manual is called Shastram. And why is it called a manual? Because you have to read it. You can't use artificial intelligence to artificially inject it into your system. There is no artificiality here. You have to manually read it and do the acharanam. Only then it will work. Apne aap nahi hoga. So if you are able to live a life like that, arhasi, you should be able to do kartum karma. Then what you will get? That param gatim which you are looking for, you will get. So he ends chapter 16 with that. There is an asura sampatti, there is a deva sampatti. While you are sucked into asura sampatti by your, and some people are naturally that. We are natural. I am definitely not like that. I am not naturally a deva sampatti. Okay, people who know me, they know. That's not a deliberate, but yes, association with Satpurusha, that's called Satsang. What's a Satsanga? Satpurushanam Sangha iti Satsanga. Association with people with refined way of thinking, mature way of thinking. Not false beliefs. Remember, write it down in your notebook, how to change your thought process. I shall not, tomorrow is the new year for a lot of people. Tamil, Telugu it was over last one, then Malayalam, then Punjab, so many places, Poila Baishaki, Bengal, there are so many places that are celebrating New Year. If it is your New Year, write it down in your book. I shall not invest emotionally in nurturing false hopes, beliefs, and expectation. Immediately, lot of your disk cleaning process will start. Say this every morning. Some of us join me for meditation from tomorrow. I'll start that also. I shall not invest emotionally in nurturing false hopes, expectations, and this is a disk clean software. It will clean up your disk. But ruthlessly, it will root out all your false emotions and beliefs and things like that. Okay. So with this, he tells you this is Asura Sampatti, this is Deva Sampatti. From this, if you are by effort, it is called effort. Effort supported by Ishvara Anugraha Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, Ishvara Prasada Buddhi, Upasana. Supported by this, if you try to evolve, just make one step. You take one step, Ishvara says, I'll come 9 steps towards you. Uddhar. You take one step, he will lift you up. Meaning you'll find the inspiration to grow. And once you grow to that level, Param Gatim is not far away. Param Gatim means you're having, at this point of time, it means you have the Chitta Shuddhi, your Antakarana is ready, and the Antakarana being ready, Atma Jnana works. Become a dry wood. Okay? Slight sunlight and it'll light itself, it'll ignite. Okay? And that is ignition. But if you follow Asura Sampatti, it is insidious. It burns you from inside. Both are fire action. One is insidious, the other is ignites and inspires. Keep these words in mind, and the whole thing will work for you. It's an assurance. Shastra tells you, Krishna tells you. Krishna says, hey, just trust me, man, and see where I take you. And that's what he will take you in chapter 8. Okay? So that's the beauty. And when we end this chapter, we always chant this. We always chant Om Tat Sat Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitatsu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yogo Nama Shodashodhyayah. Om Tat Sat, this is the truth given out in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is an Upanishad by itself. And it is also a yoga shastra. It all tells you the truth and also tells you how to reach there. Tasmat, that's why it is Upanishatsu Brahma. And it's a Brahma Vidya. It teaches you about yourself. It reveals yourself to you. It's a yoga shastra. It prepares you. And how is it available to you? In the form of Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvada. Okay, it's not a Vivada. It's a Samvada. Everybody is ready to do Vivada. Why should you do that? Why shouldn't I do it like that? That is Vivada. Samvada is, I need more clarification. You don't have to say, I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you. But to Krishna, I need more clarity. Because that you have sat so far means that you have Shraddha. Yeah, I need a little clarification. I am not able to relate. Don't say I don't understand. Say I am not able to relate to it. I am not able to apply it in my real life. Where am I going wrong? That's how you look at it. You do it when your software doesn't work, no? You say, please help me. He will say, sir, is there something you see on? It happens. My sound is not heard on Zoom. So this fellow guides. Sir, do you see a small mic on the left? Haan, dikhta hai. There's an arrow. Arrow nahi dikhta hai. That's a problem. So you have to do something to show the arrow. Click on the arrow, sir. Haan. Do you get audio settings, sir? Haan, sir. You click on audio settings. Do you see original music off? You click on that, it will become on. Now you can sing, it will work. This is how step-by-step guidance is given for acharam in your life by Bhagavad Gita. That's why Krishna, there are two acharyas, Brahma Vidya acharyas, Parama Shiva, Lord Shiva in the form of Dakshinamurti, and Sri Krishna and Mahavishnu in the form of Sri Krishna. Dakshinamurti conducts a class in a more serene setup. Krishna conducts a class for you and me. Battle, 9 o'clock I have to go to office. Now I will get calls. I have to do. I am on a call. I tell people, no, you are standing on 3 legs now. Because anyway you have 2 legs. In Tamil, kal means leg. You have 2 legs. I am on a call. This is this call, our 3rd leg. They are on call half the day. So that's why it is. I'm doing this, I'm pressurized, and that's how Bhagavad Gita works. I'll give you a total vision of the Gita using simple steps in our next sitting. After we finish before we start chapter 17, I will give you the total vision, not me. Whatever Krishna has said, whatever my teachers have said, how the teacher revealed it to me. In our next session, I will reveal the entire Bhagavad Gita to you in about 5 to 10 minutes. Only then we will go into the next chapter. 10 minutes mein Bhagavad Gita. Not mine, it is Krishna's. It is Sri Swami Dayananda Saraswati who taught me. Swami Atmatriptananda taught me. All these gurus have taught. We will go into. Have a wonderful year ahead. The new year, Vaishakhi is coming in. Have a wonderful new year. Take a sankalpa. I will have Devi Acharanam in my thinking, in my behavior. Deva doesn't mean going and hiding somewhere when challenges come. Even among Devas, there is a Kshatriya. Lord Muruga is one who stands again, stand up to speak the truth. Stand up against adharma. Stand up against adharma doesn't mean to fight. Stand up against adharma is telling the person what you are doing is not. Don't add the next line. Do what you like. No, that is not right. You say, stand what you are doing is not right. This is my view. I shall continue. I shall continue. So tell this. Stand up against adharma. Please don't hurt others. Stand up against others. Sir, what you are doing is wrong. That is why they say Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya. Brahmana is the fellow who speaks fearlessly. Not thinks when is my next meal going to come. Whether you say right or wrong, sir, whether you give me food or not, what you are doing is wrong. Let us stand up. Once you are able to stand up for that, this disk space will be cleared of all the muck there. Once the muck is there, gone, you have objectivity, you have inner leisure, you have more of yourself available to you. Now it is occupied. Your past ghost and future incoming ghost, Gaman, Agaman, they have taken over you. Gamana is gone. Agaman is yet to come. Okay. Hilariously, they used to say. What is pure Malayalam for switch? Any Malayalam speaker here? Hey, Sridevi is not here. Anybody who speaks Malayalam? Huh? Tell me what is pure Malayalam for switch? Vidyut Shakti Gamana Agamana Niyantrana Yantram. So switch off karo, 2 units of power will increase. Life is there in abundance for you to laugh. When somebody is doing something, cheerfully say, sir, what you are doing is wrong. You hit me, pickle me, quarter me. Guru Gobind Singh's disciples did all this. Sir, आप हमें काट के फेंक दो यार, but हम अब जो सच है सच ही कहेंगे. This is the beauty of our scriptures. So let's meet next week, and tomorrow enjoy your new year with these sankalpas. I will not be afraid to speak the truth. I am Atma Swarupa, and this body has to die someday. It has to go. There is no choice. Okay? एक बार मरना है तो बार बार नहीं मरना है, रोज रोज सोच के नहीं मरना. एक बार मरना वो और कोई नहीं कर सकता. ईश्वर alone can decide that. Don't be afraid to speak the truth. Don't be afraid to own up the fact that you are Atma Swarupa. Tell yourself, place your hand on your chest and say, Aham Atma Swarupa.
Aham Atma Swarupa.
Yes, I am Atma Swarupa.
I am Atma Swarupa.
Put it on your heart and say, Aham Swata Siddha Swayam Prakasha Atma Swarupam. Tell yourself. And watch the change happening around. Om Jai Shri Krishna Param Om Namah Shivaya Bhole Shankar. अगले हफ्ते मिलेंगे.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful session.
We will chant the Dhyan.
Thank you, sir.
We will do the Shanti mantra.
Sir, I'm
Let's do the Swasti.
Sir, can I talk?
One minute. Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Gobrahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalinim Desho Yam Chobarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya Sarve Bhavantu Sukhidah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om. सतगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय हो. आनंद महाराज की जय हो. सब संतों की जय हो. ओम नमः शिवाय.
Thank you, sir.
Ashwai, thank you so much.
Can I talk, sir?
Yeah, please, please.
Gangamini பேசுனேன் ரொம்ப சூப்பர்பா இருந்தது இன்னைக்கு செஷன்.
Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wishing all a very happy new year in
New Year,
advance.
exactly.
Wish
Same
you
to
all a
all of
happy
you.
new year.
Happy New Year, sir, and to everyone.
Everyone.
Ragini speaking. Oh, he's left.